Basketball Wives LA. Well, this is the episode that we've all been waiting for, ladies and gents. Since the beginning, since they've been promoting this shit, this is the episode that we've been looking for. Um, and it just came, and it went. Um, you can't look at the trees without respecting the forest. Y'all can't come for me. You can't. You just can't. But anyway, the episode began where it kind of left off last week. I had forgot all about the fact that they thought Tammy had kicked the bucket. And I was just like, well, how the hell she kicked the bucket before she fought? Because last week episode, they didn't fight yet. So I was just like, what the hell, what's tea? What's going down? I needed to know. I was confused. I was bewildered. But anyway, Tammy ended up opening the door, her and her bonnet. I guess she was doing another Bonnet Chronicles. By the way, if y'all don't follow Tammy on Instagram, y'all need to. And y'all need to follow her Bonnet Chronicles on Instagram. I believe it's what it's called, like at Bonnet Chronicles or whatever. But it's listed under her name. So funny. She's just talking shit with different color bonnets on, different patterns of bonnets. And she's just talking shit, just speaking real talk. And I live for it and I love it. So funny. Speaking of something else that's funny is this presidential debate. If anybody votes for Donald Trump, you gotta get your head checked for real. And then you also need to ask yourself, are you a racist? Just ask yourself that. Because anybody who votes for Donald Trump can't be in their right frame of mind. You can't be. Like, he's ridiculous. And I'm not saying that Hillary got a clean slate. Hillary is the best person for the job. And she's the shit and this and that. But she's 10 times better than Donald Trump. And ain't no black folks voting for Donald. So I don't know what he thinks. The blacks, the African American vote. That doesn't apply to you, boo. You ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get the African American to vote. You ain't gonna get the Latino to vote. You might not get no Asian to vote. I don't know who else you gonna. Indians sure as hell ain't fucking with you. So seats, toupee man, seats. Anyway, back to this review. So Tammy wasn't dead. They opened the door and yada yada. She comes to breakfast and she was just like, yeah, well, let's just get the trip started and some shit. Okay, so pretty much what the hell they do first. I think they went to go sit down to get something to eat. And they're talking and shooting the shit and having moments. And this is the whole little scene where they're all sitting down. Now, in between Tammy and Duffy is Angel Love. And they still haven't spoken yet, Duffy and Tammy. So it was just real awkward. Everybody was quiet. The lady came around. They're in Portugal. So, obviously her English is not that well. And, it was a little miscommunication when it came to ordering their food. And so it was kind of an issue with that. So I was just like, oh, child. It was just like, look, what did McDonald's say? And I was just like, I feel you, Angel Love, child. Now, if you try to explain, and it's no shade or disrespect, what I'm trying to give, but it's just like, they don't understand you, you don't understand them. It's just like, what the hell? Can find somebody to come over here to speak some English, to speak that old top ramen Chef Boyardee talk to me. Please bring somebody over. Please, please, please. Something that I'm used to, my God. So they're talking and they're having their moment. And they was just like, damn, this show is awkward. But Shawnee, she broke the silence a little bit. She was just like, can I tell y'all a secret? She was just like, well, me and Tammy, was outside when y'all was talking last night. They would have ended that conversation, but none of the girls did that, of course. She's the boss, so they can't really go in. Props to Brandy, though, because she tried. She tried to become the executive producer of Basketball Wives. She did that. She did try. It's the A for effort, but she failed miserably, thinking that she's going to get Miss O'Neill out of the seat, out of the businesswoman seat, darling. She's a con Congress. At VH1, she sits on the board. So anyway, they're talking and talking, and they was just like, yeah, well, maybe we shouldn't have, but we did. Um, and what the hell? Who started talking next? I think it was Malaysia. She just mentioned, she was just like, this is just hella awkward, and this is just quiet and crazy. And Brandy was like, yeah. Well, no, I know what happened. Tammy, she approached Brandy, and she was just like, I'm not prideful though, because I heard you say something about me being prideful. Brandy was just like, you know what? Jackie and Doug has gave us this trip to Portugal, and I just wanted to be cool, like with everybody. Everybody's awkward. Everybody's walking on tippy toes and walking on eggshells, and it, don't have to be that way. And she was just like, well, shit. Tammy was like, well, shit. We all here together, bitch. What you want me to do? And she was just like, I just want us to all be cool and chill. And Malaysia was like, well, it's not gonna be like that because it's mad awkward. Because ain't nobody saying nothing, and then that's when Malaysia decided to direct her attention towards Duffy. She was just like, because this whole thing is going down with y'all, and you have your chance to approach her or to say something to her now. And Duffy was just like, well, I tried to do that, but she never came, so what the hell am I supposed to do? Which is true. Duffy did try to arrange a little meeting, but I guess Tammy wasn't ready to talk to her then. So Tammy was just like, well, you know what? Duffy was like, look, I'm cool either way. I'm chilling. Thank you, Jackie, for the trip, and I'm cool, whatever. Which Duffy kind of missed the mark. She could have just, it's just my phone. If it was just me in that situation, I probably would have apologized to Tammy one more again, not to kiss ass, but one more time, and I would have did it in a very professional, very calm, very non-confrontational way. And then if Tammy still would have decided to be mad and be upset, be in her feelings, and be agitated and be ratchet, then that's on her. Then I would be cool, and I know that I did all that I could, and I could have a clear conscience to sleep at night. But Duffy, she missed the mark, and she just wanted to act like a hard ass. So hell, and of course, this all Tammy been her whole life is hard. So I mean, it is what it is. It's very easy for her. So Tammy was just like, she took off them glasses, and she was like, them shades, and she was just like, look, well, I heard, well, last time I saw you, you said that you was going to beat my ass. And Duffy was like, mm-hmm. And Tammy was like, no. Last time I saw you, you said that I don't want to have to beat your ass in front of your daughter. And Duffy, mm-hmm, and I meant it. And Tammy was like, okay, well, she's not here. So, I mean, Duffy was just like, look, I ain't got no issue with you. I was mad at the moment, but I'm not mad, no longer mad. And so you need to just let it go and get your life. Okay. So they was just like, all right, well, it's cool or whatever. So nothing really got solved, but you can tell, it was festering. It was like, it was festering. Okay. So, after that, the girls got on the bus. They decided to, Tammy brought up the idea to play Truth or Dare. Angel Love, she dared Angel Brinks to she was gonna kiss a guy in Portugal when we get off the bus, and she went to go do that. Duffy, she had a dare for Brandy, and she was just like, I want a dare for you to dance with a guy in Portugal, and it was just like, ugh. And so they started to kind of have a little bit more fun. They did indeed do that. Jackie took them to I forgot what it's called, but to taste some kind of alcohol that Portugal is known for. All the girls hated it except for Jackie, of course. Jackie also took them to make tile, to draw on tile in Portugal. So that looked like it was actually fun. So they all went, and all the girls was kind of making cute designs. Jackie, of course, she has to make everything sexual and nasty. I'm kind of like that friend too, in a way. But she literally drawed a naked woman with pubic hairs and boobs and all that stuff. And Tammy was just like, oh, this is a self-portrait of Tammy, obviously, because she's showing a woman with a hairy puss and saggy titties. I died and hit the floor. Okay, so this was probably like, well, in the midst of that, they kind of went to this like outside little, store where they had little knickknacks of Portugal and rings and all that kind of stuff. And one thing that kind of stuck out to me was the fact that Angel Love, she actually talked to Duffy, and she was like, "Hey, Duffy, how you doing? Whatever." I don't necessarily know if it was genuine or not, but at least she tried. And we all know Angel Love and Duffy haven't really gotten along since the beginning of the season, since day one, episode one. So it was nice that she did that, and Duffy did acknowledge the fact that she was just like, "Look, I appreciate the fact that Love is coming up here and trying to talk to me," and she was just like, "I'm really quiet, and it's annoying because I just don't. It's fucking frustrating. Nobody's saying anything to me and all that." I'm like, "But Duffy, you can't worry about other people. Like, they gonna have their fun, boo. Be glad that you got one person that went over there to ask how you was doing. Okay, you can't expect for the whole herd of hoochies to come over there and ask how you doing. Like, come on, sis." So anyway, we get to the next day. It's the morning, and Tammy and Shawnee, they're talking. Tammy decides to pull Shawnee off to the side. She was just like, "Look, Shawnee, all this shit that's been going on with Duffy, it's just really making me thinking, but I got a lot of personal things that's happening." And she was just like, "Look, I might be pregnant." And Shawnee was like, "Oh, you might be pregnant?" She was like, "Yeah, and I just wanted to take the test with you." So that's definitely a very personal and deep thing, especially for Tammy. Um, so, the fact that she wanted to share that moment with Shawnee was cute. I was like, "Oh, they really are friends." But so she was just like, "Look, whatever happens, happens. I'm down to box if I have to, but I just need to know for sure, if I'm pregnant or not, because obviously fighting while you're pregnant is not the smartest thing to do. But when Tammy's mad, Tammy's mad. That's it. She lose all train of thought, like a lot of people do. Um, am I like that? I can't remember. I haven't had a fight with nobody. I haven't had a physical fight with anybody since I was like 13 or 14 years old, and I'm 27 now. So I don't know. Shit, I don't even know if I can fight anymore. I gotta take some boxing classes. They've been not put me in the ring with Tammy Top Ramen Noodles Roman though. I know they've been not put me in the ring with somebody like Tammy, because I have to shoot her. Because you can't beat somebody like Tammy. Tammy has so much rage and strength, and she's been fighting her whole life. And so it's just like, it's just what she do for fun. It's a hobby for her. You know how some people just braid hair on the side, or I don't know, cater or whatever, or babysit. That's what Tammy do on the side. She just fight. So it's just like, don't put me in the ring with Tammy Top Ramen Noodles. Don't do that to me. Don't do that. Okay, what will Obama do? All right. So anyway, Shawnee was just like, okay. She was like, well, you can't be fine. Tammy was just like, I can't, I don't know what to say about that. I can't promise that. I can't promise this. So the girls, they all decide to go to the beach to have moments. But while they was on the bus on the way to the beach, Jackie tried to get everybody drunk off her nasty ass cognac at 10 a.m. in the morning. I did that one time when I was with some friends. I did that one time. We was like, I was gone for like 2 or 3 days, and I did nothing really but drink. Woke up drinking. I didn't care what time it was. Drinking, went to bed, was drinking, and it's not a good feeling to feel drunk all the time. It's fun, but it's like that headache and that sluggish feeling, or the feeling where you're just up and hyper constantly, and then you just have that crash, and then you just wake up and you just feel awful. It's just, you just can't do this. That just can't be your life all the time. You can't do that shit all the time. But some people do. You know, hell, drink your cough syrup, I guess. But so anyway, they're talking, and the people's just like, Jackie, get the hell out of my face. I ain't trying to drink. So Jackie pressured the girls once more. They was all at the beach off the bus. She was just like, can y'all drink some of my yak? And it was just like, no, get out my face. I don't want none of your yak. But a few of the girls kind of gave in. So Tammy, Jackie, she decides to go to the bar. Duffy went with her, and Duffy and Jackie had a cute little conversation. It was just vibing. It was just like, look, we're here in Portugal. You know, I'm trying to turn up. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to get my life. And ain't none of these heifers trying to get their life, and it's working my nerves. And it was just like, yeah, it sure is, child. So we get to the big showdown, and it's pretty much all the girls are in line and having moments and formation. And Jackie's really upset. She's making all these kind of comments. She was just like, "Oh, went on this trip, these lame ass hoes, lame bitches, and they sitting up there trying to do this to me, and I done gave them hoes a trip. No, get off me, get off me." She's just going off. And she was just like, it's just tension right now, and it's pissing me off. Anybody want it, they can get it right now. All the girls are just kind of laughing at her, looking at her like, this just crazy Jackie. This just crazy Aunt Jackie, child. Don't pay her no attention. So, Tammy asked Jackie, she was just like, well, Jackie, do you have an issue with me? And Jackie was just like, oh, of course not, Tam. Of course not. Don't nobody never want no issues with Tammy, including me. Like, and they was just like, no, of course not, of course not. I don't have no issues with you, Tammy. It's just the whole thing. Well, Tammy was just like, well, I felt like the tension came from me and Duffy and I is cool. And she said she was over it, and Duffy, you're over it. And she was just like, yeah, pretty much, I'm over it. And Tammy was just like, okay. So then Duffy decides to talk. She was just like, now that I think about it, there is something that I forgot yesterday to tell you. And Tammy was just like, hold up, you had your moment to talk. Why are you trying to talk now? You had your moment to talk. You ain't got nothing to goddamn say to me. And I kind of was feeling what Tammy was coming from. I was just like, Duffy, you had your moment yesterday to apologize and get it all off your chest. Ain't nothing changed that I would think, in a few hours. And y'all woke up for the next day. And she was just like, one thing that really pissed me off, Tammy, this is Duffy speaking. I'm just paraphrasing. She was just like, one thing that really pissed me off was the fact that you said that I was all up in Jazz's face, or I was trying to fight Jazz or bullying Jazz, and that wasn't the case at all. It was an issue between me. And Tammy was just like, okay, I feel you, I get you. All right, so what's T? So what you gonna do now? And Duffy was just like, you know what, if you don't like what I have to say, you can get up and leave. So actually, Tammy gets up and leaves, which is surprising and shocking to me. Tammy actually got up and left because Duffy, was kind of getting kind of rowdy. And Duffy was just like, yeah, you can't handle the truth, or you don't want to hear the truth. So now you want to get up and leave or whatever. And you keep walking. So Duffy kept running off at the mouth. And Tammy decided to come back. And she was just like, now what you say about me, Duffy? And Duffy was just like, well, I said, when she said I said, Tammy had pretty much went around the table where Duffy was at this point. All the girls on this side stood up, which was Brandy, I think Angel Brinks, I think maybe Jackie, Shawnee, something like that. The hoes stood up, and it was just like, oh shit. Brandy immediately jumped in between. She was just like, Tammy, just all up in it. And Shawnee kind of pulled Tammy, but she kind of pulled her by her braids, but I'm sure she didn't mean to. She was just trying to get a hold of the bull, of the raging tiger that is Tammy. And Tammy was just going off. All of a sudden, this big black security guard come out of nowhere. He grabs Tammy, and he holds her, and he hugs her. Because you mine. He hugs her. And then it's this white guy, and Tammy telling the black dude, get him the fuck off of me. It was Tammy telling the black dude to get the white dude off of her. And it was craziness. Duffy was just standing right there, seriously. And one thing that I did notice that Tammy actually brought up, she was just like, you wait till they get 6 motherfuckers on me before you try to swing. I did see Duffy try to swing But she, she didn't hit her, obviously. But the fact that she tried to swing at her, the fact that she actually tried to defend herself against Tammy, pissed Tammy off even more. Is the bitch just supposed to play dead like it's a bear attack, Tammy? Who is she just supposed to play dead if somebody coming at her? A raging bull, a raging saber-toothed tiger like yourself? Child, please, you got to, at that moment, you got to do what you got to do. Duffy had to do what she had to do. She got her one little tiger swipe in. It, didn't hit anything but oxygen, air, boots. But she got her life at that one moment. But Tammy, she was just upset. Tammy was literally looking at the dude like this. Like, Tammy was really, really mad. Shawnee was trying to talk to her. She wasn't hearing nothing nobody said. So they escorted Duffy and Brandy's ass off somewhere. Angel Brinks was just like, please take her that way, take her that way. Brandy started yelling at Angel Brinks, shut the fuck up talking to me. And Angel Love, she was just like, I'm just trying to help. Shut up, Angel. But they throw your little pretty ass off the damn side of Portugal. And they won't care. So one just pretty dead bitch, pretty little liars, okay? Right over the balcony, sis. Boop. Okay, boo boo kitty. So it was craziness. So it was Malaysia and it was Tammy and it was Shawnee. They're all talking and Tammy talking about, oh, I'm gonna kick your ass because you pulled my braids and I could have been bald, talking to Shawnee. Shawnee was like, oh, Tammy, stop. You ain't gonna do nothing. She shut up right then, okay? Tammy is as much as Tammy got in her, she don't want none of the boss lady because that's her check. That's her income, okay? That's her check and that's her income. So she didn't want none of Shawnee. Which is, again, I give Brandy an A for effort for trying with Shawnee. She did that. She did. Going against the boss. You go, girlfriend. So they're talking, Tammy talking to somebody on the phone. She was just like, and I'm gonna whoop Jackie's ass because I knew that this shit was gonna happen, inviting that bitch on that trip. And then Tammy, you should have stayed at home. You can't tell other people what to do with your trip. You can't control yourself at all. It's like she has no self-control at all. I understand the whole situation. I understand why she was mad because of what she said about her daughter. But Duffy did take the initiative to apologize to Jazz. But she just should have apologized to her mother as well at that moment. But she fucked it up right then, Duffy. But Tammy's saying all that. I'm like, Tammy, you gotta have some self-control too. You're a woman of a certain age. You got grown-ass kids. It's time to stop bragging about being bitch's ass in the middle of the street. I'm just saying. Get your life, sis. Cuffs ain't cute for everybody, okay? So, she's upset, still mad, still popping off at the mouth. So all of a sudden, like, Tammy gets a phone call or something, and then she decides to walk off, and here comes Malaysia and Shawnee, and it was just like, where you going? Where you going? Tammy's just like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to go pee. Oh, I might got a shit. Hold on. I gotta go. So the girl started running. I guess Tammy got word of where Duffy actually was, and then we saw Tammy. She's like running up on this step, I guess, to try to get to Duffy again. It's not gonna work, sis. These folks kill me trying to fight after they already got a few licks in or so, or tried to anyway. And the security done broke them up. Like, and that other party that you tried to fight, boo, they gone. But you gonna run after the bus? And so, they kill me. I was just like, child, this is reality TV. This is on TV. They're not gonna let y'all fight like wild dogs in the hood. But that's Tammy, child. No shade to my fellow hood rat subscribers if y'all come from the hood, because I come from the hood my whole damn life, okay? From newborn all the way up to 15, and it wasn't a hood at first where I stayed, but now it is. And I've been over here for like since 2005. So like, how many years is that? Like 16 years? No, is it? Okay, from 2005 to 2010, that's 5 years. Okay, so like 11 years. 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. Yeah, like 11 years, something like that. Y'all, look, I barely got out of math. School period, okay? Music was always my thing. I hated gym as well. Music, recess, and lunch was always my thing in school, okay? So anyway, y'all let me know whose side y'all on. Tammy, Duffy, y'all let me know about this review. Anything that I missed out on, whatever. I'm not necessarily. I can kind of. I'm a Libra, so I can see both sides of the equation with Tammy and Duffy. But Duffy definitely should use that opportunity just to keep down the drama, even if she didn't mean it, just to apologize to Tammy one more again while she had her attention, while she was actually there. Because the first attempt failed when she tried it with her in Malaysia, when Duffy tried it with to bring Tammy there with her in Malaysia. That didn't work. So she had the opportunity to say something. She should have said it. Just, to keep the drama down and, just to be a grown woman about it. Then, like I said earlier, if Tammy still wanted to be a child about the situation, then she could have had hers. But but if she still wanted to fight you or come at you, then you might have would have lost. But you live, son. You live to fight another day. Come on, Friday. I am Mr. Chalaki. Yes, I'm gonna get it right. Yes, I'm not gonna stop till I get it. Don't stop till you get enough. Ow! Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD on Twitter, and Instagram at ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat. Chase Kings on Facebook. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and all those good things. Another video under 30 minutes. He is really doing it. Yes.